Time Attack 1 is, as you would expect, extremely easy. All you need to do is blowtorch 3 times through the terrain and rope towards the crate. If you aren't too good at roping, you can use your girder between the hands instead. Time Attack 2 is slightly harder. It involves you killing all of the enemy worms with a blowtorch, drill, shotgun and fire punch. If you're wondering what the red crate contains, it's a minigun, so it's really not worth getting. In order to kill all the worms quickly, you can blowtorch them into a pile, push them near the edge of the terrain, and then just fire punch them off. You can just use the shotgun to kill the worm that you missed. The last worm only has 5 health, so you can just drill through the terrain, hit it once, and it will die. In Time Attack 3, the rope is a must use. Using it means you can quickly cross from one side of the map to the other. This time attack involves you spamming grenades to destroy targets that appear on different sides of the map in sequence. In order to improve your time further, it's best to move to the other side of the map before the grenades have exploded, so as soon as the targets are taken out you can spam the other side of the map and destroy the targets that appear there. As you deplete the targets, fewer targets appear on each side, meaning that you can be more precise with your nades. The final target appears on the top of the volcano. You only get 5 girders on Time Attack 4, so you have to use them efficiently. Make sure you place them with about a backflip space apart, so I only need to use 3 girders to get to the top of the Eiffel Tower. Since you're going downhill after you reach the top of the tower, you can use fewer girders to make your way over to the giant baguette and bungee down to collect the crate. Don't be fooled though, as this isn't the end, you have to teleport into the hole in the tower to collect the final crate. Artillery mode is enabled in Time Attack 5, meaning you have to use the rope to get around, otherwise you're stuck on the terrain. All you have to do in this time attack is nade the 3 worms, then use a dynamite to finish off the final worm. Simple. All you have to do in Time Attack 6 is just spam nades. Just make sure you don't hit yourself with your own nade. Stop timer while firing mode is also on, so time really shouldn't be an issue. Time Attack 7 is an extremely irritating mission because 9 times out of 10 you're going to hit yourself with your own mortar, causing you to die and wait half a minute before you can play the mission again. It's just really annoying. There is a relatively easy strat you can use to complete this time attack, and that is to place yourself on the targets, move up, and as soon as you release your mortar, move up and right or left so you don't hit yourself. While this looks easy, controlling the jetpack might be a hassle if you aren't experienced in using one. If you're a good roper, Time Attack 8 should be a piece of cake. Once you collect all of the crates, targets appear in the same place the crates were. Bearing this in mind, this means when you collect a mine from the crate, you should drop a mine where that crate was, so when you destroy all the targets, all you have to do is move near the target, the mine will activate, and the target will get destroyed. If you aren't good at roping, then you're probably screwed. Just kidding. Time Attack 9, in my opinion, is one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do in Worms if you don't have good jetpack control. Most of the time you're either going to run out of fuel trying to enter through a gap, which is why I jump and collect that crate, or fall into the water. If you think the gap between the 1 and the 7 is hard to get through, the gap in the A is 10 times harder to get out of, as you're likely to waste about 20 units of fuel trying to get out of it. This looks easy, but wait until you have a try on it. Have fun. If you don't know what damage boosting is, Time Attack 10 is pretty much impossible. All you have to do is throw a grenade, and just before it explodes, jump in the direction you want to fly. For the final damage boost, I use a dynamite and a grenade to boost myself up, just to be sure I get the right angle. This may take a few tries, but when you know what to do, it's pretty easy. You'll see here I don't have much time left at the end, and this just goes to show how much faster damage boosting is than walking. There isn't really much to say about Time Attack 11, just remember that after you use a bat you have to prime it again by pressing F7, and that if worms are close together, you can bat them all off at once. Time Attack 12 just involves manoeuvring a jetpack around this map to collect crates until you get the donkey. This time you don't have to worry about fuel, as each of the crates contain a jetpack rather than a bloody prod. Time Attack 13 is pretty similar to Time Attack 6, and it involves you brutally murdering your enemies by spamming weapons. If you just spam the spacebar with both of your hands, it's much faster. This time attack, I spam the mortar until the timer reaches about 35 seconds, switch to the other worm, then spam the mortar until the time reaches 25 seconds. This should be enough to kill the enemy worms. All you have to do in Time Attack 14 is throw grenades between the pencils. And that's pretty much it. Time Attack 15 is a weird one. It seems kinda unfinished. For example, why do you need those 2 grenades? And why do you have so much time? Maybe there's a super cool damage boost strat with those 2 nades and that low gravity that I'm just missing, I don't know. Finally, Time Attack 16 is another easy one. All you have to do is blowtorch your way to the far left side of the map and rope to the enemy whilst collecting the fire punch and the low gravity.